Hello, welcome to Swig and Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews. I'm in the living room in the evening. Sorry about the light. The light's not great in here. But, here we go. Now, Aldi again. There's another beer from Aldi. One of their craft cans. And it's the William Brothers Klute West Coast IPA. Coming in at £1.9 a can. They've got quite a few beers at £1.9 a can. They've got lots of different breweries brewing these canned beers for them. Most of them are quite traditional, sort of what you'd class as real ale breweries. One thing I'll say about Williams Brothers, Scottish brewery. They do a Joker IPA, which is quite widely available in supermarkets in Scotland. Beautiful, really nice supermarket IPA. Williams Brothers, I always associate, they did a seaweed beer. I'm sure they did this sort of seaweed beer. And you used to get it when you go to Christmas markets and stuff in like a box set with 3 beers in. So I always kind of associate Williams Brothers as being a little bit left field with some of the beers. But what probably just before craft movement sort of went mental. So they were almost like a real ale brewery, but they did odd things that were a little bit different, a little bit more experimental. So anyway, but the brewing for Aldi now, interesting. So West Coast IPA, so I'm expecting lots of nice sprightly hops in there. I've had beers from their craft range before, and I've got to say I have been quite disappointed. Even if they are £1.9 a can, as opposed to £1.50 a can at Tesco's, I would rather pay £1.50 a can and have a nicer drink. It must be said, because some of them kind of just taste like okay real ales, really, at best. Some of them, not all of them. So hopefully this one's going to be better. Here we go. Okay, so I'm getting quite subtle lemons, little bit of grapefruit were on there. Not much though, must be said on the can open there. Maybe a little bit of a little bit tinny, bit canny maybe. Okay, so that's as you pause. Nice colour. Nice sort of pale ginger colour to that. It smells a little bit better now it's out of the can. You would expect big, juicy citrus flavours coming from your West Coast IPAs. Obviously, for those people that drink this sort of beer all the time. Very clear, so that it's been filtered. So there's no bits floating around in there. So it's not naturally carbonated, so it's going to be pumped full of C2O, which may give off some metallic smell. We've got about a finger's worth of foamy head there. Maybe 2 fingers actually. It's just quite inviting. It's alright that's quite nice. For £1.9 a can. So far it's on the money, if not a little bit better. It's not blowing me away, it's not mind-blowing, but it's decent enough for £1.9 a can. 330 millilitres. I'm going to stop saying £1.9 a can now. Okay, here we go. It's the best one I've had from Aldi. Although I quite liked Innis & Guns did like a mango one, which was interesting. I think that could have been Lidl, I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, that's not bad at all actually. It'd be interesting if they actually use full hop cones in the brewing process, or whether they're using hop oil, and hop oil's a little bit cheaper obviously. Not quite as floral. Not as good quality, shall we say. It's cheaper. What else am I getting on the nose? A little bit farty. Slightly sulphurous maybe. Slightly though, not too bad. I won't say it's off-putting. It's nice on the It's got a decent mouthfeel. That's not thin. It's a nice medium mouthfeel. A little bit of a burp came up there. Get nice citrus, say, lemons and grapefruit on there. Slight gingery spiciness that you get from these fruits. I'm guessing, if I was to guess what hops are represented here, I would say Cascade, maybe something like a Centennial Chinook hop, maybe. Don't think a Citra in there. It's not, doesn't quite seem quite vibrant enough for a Citra hop. Oh, there's some spearmint back. I will read that in a second. I want to try and work it out myself a bit first. Smells good. Smells decent. Yeah. We're spoilt at the moment with these craft beers that are coming through in Tesco's, because the whole journey of the flavour is that good at supermarket level now. For £1.50 a can, it makes you makes you wonder, why should I have anything cheaper? However, £1.09 a can, that's not bad at all. It's got a decent mouthfeel. It's got a nice lingering citrus bitterness. It does taste like it's brewed with decent quality, this. And I'm guessing it is brewed with proper hop. I don't think it is hop oil that's in it, because you can tell it's slightly, it sounds like it tastes a little bit synthetic hop. And the hop character dissipates, I find, quite quickly with some of these some of these really cheaper craft cans. But it's not. It's still got a warmth to it. It's got a nice hot, almost like a bit of a hot burn I'm getting from it, actually. What's it coming in at this? It's coming at 5.6%. So yeah, maybe it's a little bit of the alcohol too that's coming through there. It's warming me cockles. Slight pininess on the back of that as well. Slight, almost like a resinous pininess that's coming through there. Almost reminiscent of the old Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It's not bad at all, that. It's alright. It's pretty good. I'm finding it difficult. Let's read what it says. A clean, cool West Coast IPA is brewed with US ale yeast and pours golden in the glass. A slightly sweet malt character builds up before unleashing the citrus burst of the classic combination of Citra, Mosaic and Chinook hops. I got one of the hops right, Chinook. And there is Citra in it. And Mosaic, cracking hop. Yeah, I can definitely get the more. That's what's giving it that sort of, almost a very subtle sort of Parma violetiness that you get from the Mosaic hop. A friend of mine has been brewing with the Mosaic hop, so I've drunk quite a few beers with the Mosaic. I'm getting quite familiar with that one now, which I am going to review soon. Trying to cut down on my ums in between sentences too. Decent. Yeah, I would go out and buy that again. I think that's nice. Oh, I don't know what to do with it. The maltiness to it is, the malts are quite nicely balanced. And they balance the perfect malt character, I think, the perfect malt profile for a hoppy IPA. It's not over. You're not getting that when Green King sometimes do IPAs, or when not Green King IPA, but like when they do more hoppier beers with West Coast hops in there, it's still overpowered because they put like loads and loads of crystal malts in and stuff, and it ends up just tasting like a real ale that's a little bit more hoppy than a normal one, than a normal traditional bitter. This tastes like an IPA. Interesting that they've used a yeast, a US ale yeast. So that's obviously adding the character and giving it that American taste. For £1.09 a can. It has got like the smell's almost like, there's something in the smell that's slightly off-putting. Only slightly though. It's almost like, I I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it is that sulphurous sort of smell. I don't know. I've nearly drunk the whole thing. Can't be that bad, can it? Somebody who's not big into IPAs would love this because it's just got enough hop character to give it that IPA without being too bitter, too fruity, too citrusy, too sharp. I'm going to give this a decent 7.9. 7.9 out of 10. I think that's a very good beer. That's a very good beer. And for £1.9 a can, I think that's really good. So, definitely get yourself one of those. Very nice. Till next time, chin chin. I'll see you around.